Why in a country of 1.3 billion or more people, we have only a few transgender doctors and I am the only transgender nodal officer of a COVID vaccination center. Hi, my name is Dr. Aqsa Sheikh and I am the nodal officer of the COVID vaccination center at HAH Centenary Hospital, New Delhi. I am the only transgender person to head a COVID vaccination center in the entire India. And therefore, naturally, when I came to know that I am the only transgender nodal officer of a COVID vaccination center, it was a moment of joy. Now, being a transgender person and being a transgender doctor, I have been used to a lot of firsts. I'm one of the first transgender doctors in the country too. But at the same time, it also made me think as to why in a country of 1.3 billion or more people, we have only a few transgender doctors and I am the only transgender nodal officer of a COVID vaccination center. Why have the other transgender persons not been able to achieve this position? And this basically speaks of the historical discrimination which has happened of the transgender community and the lack of opportunities that we have. And therefore, while it's a happy moment to be the only transgender person who heads the COVID vaccination center, it's also a feeling of loneliness and sadness that why I have to be the only one. The pandemic has affected all of us, it has spared none. But to say that the pandemic is an equalizer and that it has affected everyone equally would be to further a lie. No, not everyone has been affected equally in the pandemic. And when it comes to the transgender community, it has been affected disproportionately high. The transgender community has been traditionally ostracized, stigmatized and discriminated against. It has been marginalized on multiple parameters, including health. And when the COVID-19 pandemic and the nationwide lockdown was announced, it had to face challenges at multiple fronts. A lot of trans persons who have run away from their homes and were staying in rented premises with their friends or in hostels had to vacate these and go back to their violent natal families. A lot of trans persons who are involved in the traditional professions like begging or sex work had to leave these professions because of the lockdown and they lost their livelihood. There was no support from the government, no safety net provided for them. Also, when it comes to the access to the healthcare by the trans community, that was affected to a great extent. A lot of practitioners who provide gender affirmation services had shut their shop. Even to get the basic healthcare services, the access was difficult. And therefore, it had a huge impact on the physical and the mental health of the trans community, which anyways has been suffering a lot, irrespective of whether it's pandemic or not the pandemic. In one of the interviews, I had mentioned that the transgender community has been literally otherized when it comes to the COVID-19 vaccination and the CoWIN app. The reason I mention so is because the sex categories which are mentioned in the CoWIN app are male, female and other. Whereas the right term that should have been used was transgender, as mentioned in the Transgender Act 2019 and also as mentioned under the NALSA judgment. But unfortunately, instead of using the word transgender, the word other is used. Such a word is not inclusive of the population that you are serving, that is the transgender community. The government has been advocating Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas all the time throughout its reign. However, when it comes to the trans community, we feel left out, especially when it comes to the campaigns regarding COVID-19 vaccination. Have you seen any campaign about COVID-19 vaccination which specifically speaks to the trans community, which clears their myths and misconceptions or doubts regarding the vaccination and which motivates them to take the shot? When this can be done for our election campaigns, It can be done to motivate people to come out and vote, especially the trans persons. And why can't this be done for a population that is one of the most marginalized of all the populations, that is the trans community, to motivate them to take the vaccination? So we need a lot more communication campaigns, we need a lot more awareness to happen, and a lot more enabling environment to be created for the trans community to be motivated and then to access the vaccination. When it comes to the number of trans persons who have taken COVID vaccine shots, we frankly do not have an idea. In fact, we do not even know the number of trans persons who are there in our country. And therefore, we do not even have an idea of how many trans persons have taken the COVID-19 shots, whether 1 dose or 2 doses. The rough estimates suggest that it's definitely below 5% of the total population, and maybe only 1 to 2% of the trans community which has taken even 1 shot of the COVID vaccine so far. But while the numbers are important, what is more important to understand and more important to demand is that the trans community should have an access to the information that they need for taking informed decisions regarding COVID-19 vaccination, that the COVID-19 vaccination centers and the vaccination process should be accessible and should have an enabling environment for the trans community to make use of these facilities. And it's not just the trans persons, but every one of us who should be motivated to take these vaccines, who should go ahead and get themselves registered for the COVID-19 vaccination. And while we get vaccinated, we should not forget that these vaccines are not 100% effective, and therefore we must keep following the COVID appropriate behavior of face masking, of hand hygiene and physical distancing. Stay safe, stay healthy.